Ciao Bella! Welcome to another episode of Bellauncinettocrafts. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. So I am here to show you another episode of How Do I? And this is my crochet series because everyone crochets differently, and so I'm just showing you how I do these things. If you find them helpful, I'm so glad, and I hope that you will share this with other people who are learning to crochet, or if they're learning a new stitch when I get to that point in the series. But I want to show you how I do things, and that's why I have titled it How Do I? So for me, in this episode, I'm going to show you how I choose my hook. So when you're purchasing hooks, really you just go with what you have in your budget. That's really it. Now I do have some recommendations. While they are pretty and shiny, I do not recommend the glitter hooks. I think they're boy hooks from Walmart, especially if you crochet tightly. I have had over the years several sets of those. People have gifted them to me. And when I was in a hurry and I needed hooks because I forgot a size or whatever, I'd go and buy them. But I always break them because I grip so tightly and I have such tight tension that I will snap those hooks. So that's just my personal issue with the hook. If you don't have a tight tension or a tight grip, hey, and those hooks work for you, beautiful. But for me personally, I can't. Those would be the only ones that I would be like, absolutely, I will not buy those. But when you're starting out, you go with what you can afford. And if that's what you can afford, so be it. I started out with my great-grandmother's hooks, and they are not with me right now. I do still have them, but they are in storage in another state. So I don't have those to show you. But this is the hook set that I use right now. And I did get it on Amazon. I will link it below. It's not affiliated. So if you buy those hooks, great. I don't make any money off of it, and you have a great set of hooks. So this came with two zipper pouches. Now, it does not come with all of these little hooks or big hooks. Some of them I added. Like this, it doesn't come with this big one here. This is a 10, I think. No, this is a 9. It doesn't come with the 9. But I'll link below what it comes with. And it does come with some stitch markers and things like that that I've pulled out and put in other places. Oh, and I have yarn. See, I use it quite frequently. And then it came with this ergonomic set of hooks. And that's one reason why I bought this. And it also didn't come with the face scrubbies that I'm working on. I just tucked them in there. But you can tell it's well loved, right? And it did come with some other materials in here, seam rippers and other gadgets. But the reason why I bought this set is because it did come with two sets of hooks. It came with the metal, and then it came with the ergonomic. Now, depending on the yarn that you're using, that will determine whether or not you want a metal hook or if you want the ergonomic. And also your hands. If you have arthritis or something like that, an ergonomic hook may be better. And you can buy just sets of this, the ergonomic ones, or you can buy just metal sets. But I found the one with the two to be helpful for me so that I can choose when I need a certain type of hook, right? So the other part is knowing what size to choose for your yarn. So typically on the yarn label, it will tell you what size hook you need. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it only tells you knitting. I've seen that a lot in some of the yarns that I've bought in an LYS, which is a local yarn shop. Some of them will only have knitting. That doesn't mean you can't use it for crochet. It just means they don't have it on there. Typically, and I say typically, it'll be roughly the same size as the needle. So the knitting needles and the crochet hook will be roughly the same size. So this actually recommends a 5.5 and this recommends a 5 millimeter in needles. And it also depends on the weight of yarn and the stitch that you want. I personally, because I have such tight tension, tend to go up at least one size. So because my set of ergonomic hooks only goes to a 6, then I would go over and say, okay, no, I need a 7, right? Or I need my 6.5. And these don't bother me personally. I can crochet with them just like I can the ergonomic ones. I'm not picky in that regard. I don't have any of the fancy furls hooks or anything like that. I did win a Clover Amour hook, which is a 5.5, and it's lovely. I wish I had a whole set. Can I afford a whole set? Absolutely not. But this set of hooks was really great for me. So like I said, typically on the yarn, on the label, it will show you what size you need. And then I have another yarn right here. Right, this is also a 4, and it says to use a 5mm and a 4.5. Now, I will tell you this right now. This being a velvet yarn, I would use like a 7. Because if you try to use a 5, what you're going to do is you're going to stretch that out, and it's not going to give you that fuzzy feel. Okay? I was trying to see if I had a different yarn here that wasn't a 4-weight. Oh, this is a 5-weight. Here, a bulky 5, and see it says to use a 6.5. I would go up to a 7 or an 8, again because I have such tight tension, but it does tell you on here what size that you would need. Okay, so that is it for this episode of How Do I? Any questions, comments, thoughts, suggestions on what you would like to see in tutorials? Let me know. Okay. If you want to go into hook sizes, UK sizes versus US sizes, we can do that. I don't have any UK here, but typically they use the millimeter and we use this weird letter system. So we can definitely talk about that in another video if you would like. But please, please, please do not hesitate to put the information in the comments below. Just say it constructively, please. And if you have anything that you would like to email me, suggestions, things that you would like to see, I want this to be very, very much from the beginning. So the first episode was how to hold your hook. This is how to find a hook, right? And what some of the hooks are and how you would find the hook for the yarn that you're using. Any other thoughts, questions, comments? I know I've said it like 3 times in a row already, but I want to hear from you. I want to know what you like, what you need, because that's what keeps the channel going, right? So thank you for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end and me repeating myself constantly, I appreciate you so much. And I hope to see you again soon. As always, be the change you wish to see in the world. Ciao, Bella.